Okay, it is that time again where we're going to go through my points from last week, the team of the week, and then what my team is going to look like for game week 10. So, we had a really bad week. I'm not going to lie. I think overall everyone kind of had a bad week, but I had one of the worst weeks I've had. I'm going to double check. I have a feeling that this is my worst week to plan. First week. Yeah. Well, first week was 36. And that was this team. Horrendous. These two up front. I just really hoped for better. But yeah. We're gonna have a look at how this week went. Our only savior was Vicario. Who they won 3-0. It sucks that I had Pedro Porro on the bench. This is the first week I've kind of had a letdown with my bench and my starting line. I was between Porro and Tarkowski, and I picked Tarkowski, and he didn't even get his defensive points. Everton's just a weird one right now, unfortunately. But yeah, it just, as you can see, well, Minte saved me, to be honest. I'm glad but to be fair, I was picking between Minte and Sar, and Minte got an assist, thank God. Because if not, well, that's like -3, I would have had 27. That is really not good. Chelsea had a horrific game. That last goal they conceded, to be fair, he deserves that one after the defending he did. Like, he's holding up the striker, and he just for a minute, and then his teammate comes and supports, and then it's done. I don't know where the rest of Chelsea defense was, because there's only two at the back, but God. Kudus, rough. This right here is rough. 77 minutes. Usually he's playing 90, but again, I think they're kind of wanting to keep a clean sheet, so he usually plays 90s anyway. What a mad 85 minutes, which is great. I don't know when Wiss is coming in. I think it's mid-November, I remember reading, so yeah, just all the stars not really performing this week, which is fine. Everyone kind of did the same, but I have all red arrows. Not great at all. But we'll have a look at the team of the week. This right here sucks. Van de Ven. This is horrific. 2 goals and a clean sheet. That is horrible. But yeah, Man United are finding form a little bit. No one will ever have Casemiro in their team. It still surprises me that he plays for Man United after all everything, and he's playing, I wouldn't say decent, but he's making the starting lineup, which is still crazy to me. I'm not gonna lie, he's not the fastest, but he are the best player, but he fits for them right now, which is kind of crazy. Eze got 11 points. He scored and got a clean sheet. He played 87 minutes, which is crazy. I think when Odegaard gets fit again, I'm not too sure when that is. I haven't read up on it. But that could also be minutes taken away from him. So I wouldn't necessarily think to put him in myself. Tavernier, he's been playing pretty well for Bournemouth, actually. I'm not able to look at his... Oh, yeah. Here's his stats. I mean, past 2 weeks, he's got 5 and 11 points. He's doing pretty good right now for only 5.5 million. Yeah, that's what I was going to have a look at. So, 4.7 million. There, he plays 90 minutes, 0 points. Next week, he gets 23. Every time he performs well, okay, first 2 weeks is great, but every time he performs well, it's high points, which is insane. And it's against teams that are kind of lower, but Leeds didn't. They have a rough fixture list, though. Let's have a look at Mbemu. He is finding his form as well. Assists and goals. I hate this so much because, like I said at the start, when I had Fernandez, and I think I had Mbemu and Cunha. No, I think I had Cunha over Mbemu. When I had them, nothing was going right. They weren't performing, and now they've found their form a little bit, which is annoying because I had them out like around here ish, and now they're on a 3-win streak. So it's rough. It is rough, but going into my actual team for game week 10, Vicario staying. I would like Raya, but I'm not taking a hit for Raya. Unfortunately, last week I didn't take the hit to put Gabriel in, but this week I've transferred him in. I took Van Dijk out because we are on a horrific... I'm a Liverpool supporter, and we're on a horrific line right now. I don't know what's going on. It's just nothing is clicking with this team. The synergy just is not there. I don't think the players are used to each other yet, which is surprising. But hopefully they'll click. We'll just have to see how it goes. But I'm not putting any Liverpool players in my team until they start to find form. We're not like... Nothing is consistent. So I'm not... Like, that's why I've not got Man United players. Although they've won 3 games in a row. This consistency could end this weekend, and then it goes from there. But this is the team I've chosen. We've got Vicario and Pedro Porro. I am keeping Porro. He's on corners. He's could potentially keep his what am I about to say? He could potentially like keep a clean sheet against Chelsea, and DEFCON points potentially. So we can see how that goes. Munoz, classic starter. Gabriel, classic starter again. Good fixtures. Crystal Palace have pretty good fixtures too. I'm thinking about Thiago. I'm not gonna lie, for João Pedro. Until he scores again, he's probably not gonna start for me. But they are playing Wolves and Burnley. But I have to see how they get on in the Tottenham game to see if he starts, see if he scores. We'll have a look at his minutes because right now it might change. Chelsea's defense is often great, but it's also often not so great. So they lose to Sunderland. I think these game week 11 and 12 is definitely a time that I'll put them in just because it's against Wolves and Burnley. And then we'll see how that goes. But I feel like this is out of the options I've got, this is the best team. Because Grealish against Sunderland, I would watch that game. I don't know when that is, but I might watch that one. Minte against Leeds, that's great fixture. Crystal Palace against Brentford, they're a bit not the strongest just now. Defensively anyway, they can win, but they can also concede. So I think Crystal Palace can definitely take advantage of that. And they also beat Liverpool like 3-0, I think it was. I honestly I've not watched the highlights yet, and I don't know if I want to because I know what I'm going to see. It was such a weird team selection by Slot, but I'm not going to go into that. Walmart against West Ham away. I will say this now. I thought about triple captaining him. I'm not gonna lie. I thought about it, and if he scores a hat trick, I might cry. But this might be one that, like, this is a triple captain option, depending on how Leeds go. So I could definitely go there. I think I'll wait for a safer time. But yeah, obviously Haaland captain. He didn't show up last week, but that's fine. They lost 1-0. I don't even know. That was such a weird game for them to like lose. 1-0 to Aston Villa with Cash scoring, but it's what it is. But I feel like this is my best team. I'm very confident because I've got an attacking midfield. They play a lot of minutes. I've got attacking defenders and a solid centre back who often keeps clean sheets. I'm excited to see how this one goes. Hopefully it's not a repeat of last week, because goddamn, that was rough.